Here's how the Big Money Celebrity Match Game works. Tyler's on the phone, so is Heidi, Bill, and Flapjack. They each get to pick a match game puzzle. I'll give you a question, the match game puzzle. Leave one word out of it. Leave it blank. You fill in the blank. Before you do that, Christine, Dave, and Biggie will write down what they think should go into the blank, and you try to match as many as you can. Tyler's on the phone to play first here. Hello, Tyler. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well.
Doing very well, thanks. Would you like A, B, C, or D? You get your choice. You're the first player.
Let's go A.
A it is. All right, listen closely now and think about what you'll write down. Everybody else fills in the blank. Henry said, I finally found a girl who can cook like my mother. Unfortunately, she looks like my blank. Think about it. Write the answer. Henry said, I finally found a girl who can cook like my mother. Unfortunately, she looks like my blank. Christine is in. Biggie is in. Dave Aiken is in. No pressure on any of these players, but every game this week has gone to overtime. Multiple overtime games this week.
I'm in.
See if somebody can win it outright today. Maybe Tyler. Let's see. Henry said, I finally found a girl who can cook like my mother. Unfortunately, she looks like my blank. What do you say, Tyler?
I'm going to say X, like ex-girlfriend or
Looks like
boyfriend.
my ex.
All right.
Gotcha. Looks like my ex. Let's go to Biggie, who says,
Sister.
my sister. Unfortunately, she looks like my sister. Christine.
She can cook, but she's not a looker. Dog.
Dog is a good answer. Dave, we need to match one here. Let's say the ex.
He was in love with her.
Yep.
So in love.
Yep.
Looked like father.
Father. Okay. Yep. All good answers.
But
no matches. We've had four-way tie at 0. In fact, it happened yesterday. Let's see if it happens again today. Heidi will try to stop that from happening. Hello, Heidi. How you doing?
Good morning. Good, how are y'all?
Doing well. B, C, or D, and you need just one match to take the lead. What would you like?
C.
Did you say B?
C, like cat.
C, like cat. Okay.
That's helpful. Thank you, Heidi.
That was really
That
nice
is
of you.
nice.
I appreciate that. My ears aren't
The
with me,
hearing
so
impaired.
I can't do
Well, you
it.
know, now the you don't need a prescription for hearing aids.
That's right.
I've heard that. You know, in my eyes.
We said that.
Yep. Somebody said that. Who was it?
Us
It was you.
here,
You and Dave.
this room.
My eyes. Now, like last night we had our trunk or treat event. People will show me a picture and say, look at this beautiful picture. You know, they'll file through their phone and then they'll show it to me. Now all I can see is blur. And I go, oh, I love it.
It's my dead grandmother.
Really?
That's from my grandmother's funeral.
If I don't if I don't want to reach for my glasses, my little Ben Franklin glasses,
Yeah.
I'll just look at it. Now all I see is shapes and colors. And I go, oh my God, I love it.
Maybe you need to work on your response, your generic response.
Maybe.
Like, wow, look at that.
Maybe.
Maybe you should go to the eye doctor
right.
and get real glasses.
Speaking of which, Stella said, I hate getting examined by Dr. Smith. He keeps his stethoscope in his blank. Think about it. Everybody write down an answer. Stella said, I hate getting examined by Dr. Smith. He keeps his stethoscope in his blank. All right. Heidi will get to answer that in a moment.
Here's
Try
a
to
trivia
match.
question for our fact checker, and I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
Dr. Smith, Lost in Space.
Yes.
Yep.
What kind of doctor was he? I don't know the answer,
I don't either.
but he was one of my favorites.
I don't think he was a medical doctor. He was a scientist.
Scientist.
Yeah.
Was he?
I never watched the show.
That's what I thought, but I never watched the show that much. I only saw
Did
one
you?
or two.
Will Robinson, Dr. Smith, the robot. 3 of them were comedy gold.
Well, I know of all three, and I know Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah.
That's it.
The line. Stella said, I hate getting examined by Dr. Smith. He keeps his stethoscope in his blank. Dave is in.
I don't know how they use those things.
Stethoscope?
Well, I mean, I know how they use them, but I
Hurt your
don't.
ears.
Well, but what are you listening for?
Hurt your ears. Oh, I thought you meant hurt your ears.
Irregularities.
I see.
Really?
Murmurs.
Yeah, I mean, they listen, they can hear if your lungs are congested.
So when they're in school, they sit there and listen, and they say, "Now this is regular," and then they play somebody that's got the flu or something.
Then they bring Biggie in.
or an irregular heart. Yeah. That's how big he made. So he put himself through a grad school.
See, now you say you're his friend,
I am his friend.
and then
I'm his friend. I'm trying to
and then
save
you make
his
light
life.
of
Trying
it.
to save his life.
No one believes that. No one. Literally no one believes that.
Listen for a murmur. Murmur.
What the hell's he eating?
You think that's what he's lost weight? Have you seen that?
I hear his wife is leaving him.
This is losing.
I hear a murmur.
She should talk wearing white to a wedding.
No kidding.
Classic. Classic.
That's not their baby.
I'm getting a murmur here. I don't want to alarm you, but there's a murmur coming through. Heidi, Stella said, I hate getting examined by Dr. Smith. He keeps his stethoscope in his blank. What do you say, Heidi?
I'm going to say pants.
Pants. Keeps his stethoscope in his pants. Biggie.
Pants.
I went a totally different direction here in my thinking, but that's a match. Chris Demm.
Well, I had pants, sadly, and scratched it out and went old school and said refrigerator.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because it's right
too.
up against your bare skin.
Because it's cold. That's what I thought too. But then I thought, will we go sexual or will we go cold? We went sexual, then that's fine. We have split.
A little colder, freezer.
Yeah, that's the way I was going to. But it's one match. Biggie got it with Heidi. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Tyler. I mean, we move on to Bill, and now 1 is the number to beat. Hello, Bill. How you doing?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
Great, thank you. B as in boy or D as in dog? Which would you like?
B as in boy.
Here we go. When the pilot walked down the aisle of the airplane, he made all the passengers nervous because he was wearing a blank. Think about that and write down, or rather, come up with your answer. They'll write them down. When the pilot walked down the aisle of the airplane, he made all the passengers nervous because he was wearing a blank. A few different ways you could go. Everybody's writing in here furiously. Dave is in.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm completely happy with it,
I
but
bet you've done very, very well.
I'll stick.
All right, Biggie is in. Earlier this week, Dave, you were on fire.
In fuego.
You were right on point.
Not yesterday.
You were on tip.
Not today. Is that what it is? Did you figure that out?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn, that's right. On
Man,
tip.
I'm on tip.
On tip.
My son said it. We're going to get teed. Last night, my son was here for the trunk or treat event.
Saw him. He looked good.
Man, I got teed up. I got teed up last night.
He looked good.
Yeah, he looked good.
Eating wings in his little dragon costume.
$18 for a dozen wings. In a dragon costume. That's right. Okay, Bill. When the pilot walked down the aisle of the airplane, he made all the passengers nervous because he was wearing a blank. What do you say, Bill?
Jumpsuit. Like a prison jumpsuit.
A prison jumpsuit. That's pretty funny. That's good. That's very
really
good. Prison jumpsuit, Biggie.
No, parachute.
That's what I was thinking, too. Chris Demm.
Yeah, I concur. Parachute.
David.
I didn't think about that. I didn't go that angle. I kind of went blindfold.
Blindfold, like it's over.
Yeah.
Or like he can't
Or
see.
He
Yeah.
can't see.
Sorry, Bill. But I loved your answer, though. Very creative.
That was great.
Prison jumpsuit. Only Flapjack stands between Heidi and the prize today. Flapjack of P1, how are you, sir?
Good morning, guys. Let's go.
Thank you very much for listening. We have, looks like a limerick here.
Oh.
Okay, listen closely. This will be, I'll probably have to repeat it. Here we go. There once was a Hollywood star whose life was extremely bizarre. He painted his nose and never wore clothes and made love to his wife in a blank. I'll say it again. There once was a Hollywood star whose life was extremely bizarre. He painted his nose and never wore clothes and made love to his wife in a blank.
Oh,
All right, you got to get the rhyme, you got the meter right. on this,
Gotcha.
and then come up with an answer.
Yeah.
Heidi has 1. Flapjack can win the game with 2, come up with 0 and lose the game. Heidi would win, or have 1 and we go to overtime, which has been the pattern so far this week. There once was a Hollywood star whose life was extremely bizarre. He painted his nose and never wore clothes and made love to his wife in a blank. Everyone's thinking. Biggie's in. You're on tip. You were on tip.
I don't
No,
know
you
about
are.
that.
I think
You
you're
don't
on
know
tip.
what that means?
I don't know.
think you're on tip. I really do. Dave's not, though.
Okay.
Dave's on 1%.
I am on one. In so many ways, I am on.
You're on 1%. I'm sorry to have to say that, but it's true. I can see
The
it in your face.
slang is flying in the
I
room
can see it in
today.
your face.
That's all I got. That's all I got. All right, you go.
Flapjack, there once was a Hollywood star whose life was extremely bizarre. He painted his nose and never wore clothes and made love to his wife in a blank. What do you say, Flapjack?
In a bar.
Bar. Okay. That's the right rhyme. We need 1 bar to tie and 2 to win. Biggie. Car. Chris Demm bar. We have a tie. David for the win.
Who are you talking to?